How's it going out there, everybody? Hope you're doing well wherever you are. She's already doing it again. I'm not going to invite you anymore if you're going to keep cutting me off. That's not cool, man. Not cool, man. See, I already forgot where I left off in my opening.
You said, how's everybody doing?
Hope you're doing well wherever you are. Repeat movie viewer, here to talk about my thoughts and opinions on movies to my family and friends and anyone else who's willing to listen.
I am.
I hear a lot of jingly going on right now.
I know.
Well, welcome to the third episode, the third installment of JP's Watchlist. And we're going to continue on where we left off on the first video where somebody got me a crap ton of movies for Christmas.
Yeah, we're still on Christmas.
Yeah, we're still on Christmas. Oh, you're thinking, dude, she got you more? She got me more. But now we're going to cover the Blu-rays now. We covered all the 4Ks except for one. I actually made a mistake in the last video. There was one particular 4K that I was actually we were watching. It was in the other room and I forgot to bring it in here. So let me at least go ahead and show it off now. The final 4K that I forgot to mention before, Get Out.
No.
Get Out.
No.
Get Out. I said get out.
You.
Get out.
You.
See what I mean? What's the point? What's the point of hiring help if they don't listen to you?
I am not the help.
No, you're not the help. But anyway, Jordan Peele's Get Out. Funny story about this one. I generally have a very specific rule when it comes to watching movies the first time. I have to see them from start to finish. I don't like that walking in like 15, 20, 30 minutes late, whatever the case. I can't stand that nonsense. But a few years ago, I was at my brother Ben's house. We were having a get together, and this movie was on TV, and it looked very interesting. I hadn't seen it up until that point, so I started watching it and went ahead and watched it all the way to the end. I thought it was a very interesting movie, so I thought one day I'll eventually get around to watching it. So now I've seen it all the way through. Still a very interesting movie. Praise Jordan Peele for giving us a very interesting film. And I've already gone through the bonus features. Not too shabby on that. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's already out of plastic. No glare like last time.
I feel like you've talked about it before somehow.
I don't think so. But maybe I have. Who knows? But okay, that's it with the 4Ks. We're done.
For now.
No more. Well, my birthday's a few months away. But anyway, Going back to Christmas. We're going to start with the Blu-ray haul. So we're going to go in alphabetical order. So let's get started. All Hallows Eve. The original movie with Art the Clown. For those that don't know, this is not the current actor that's playing him. This is a totally different actor until we have and I swear to God, I always forget the guy's name and I feel bad about it. But
you did meet him.
Yes, I did meet him. I met him in real life 2 years ago, a year and a half ago at Fantastic Fest.
He's the most nerdiest, sweetest man in the world.
He was a cool cat. The whole entire cast and even Damien Leone was pretty awesome. So they were all really cool and laid back about everything. But this one I really enjoy. It's essentially an anthology movie where you got these trick-or-treating kids that come back to the house and they're looking through the candy and the little boy finds a cassette tape and every single little thing that's on there has to deal with him just screwing around with different people, essentially. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a nice introduction to the character, again, even though it's not the same actor, but I don't let that bother me. And I was actually fortunate enough to watch this on the big screen a couple of years ago at Dismember of the Alamo. That was a lot of fun. I'm just happy that I finally have it on Blu-ray.
Yep.
That's the way she says that, that's her way of saying,
no.
Move on, is what she's trying to tell me. All right, next up, Annabelle Comes Home, the third of the... What are we doing? I was going to... Okay. Yeah, okay, there you go. Woo! Annabelle Come Home, the third of the Annabelle films. I don't mind this one so much. I actually enjoyed it. We watched the second and third film, a month or two ago? Like around Halloween, I think it was. Around Halloween. So I thought the second and third films weren't too bad for what they were. I didn't mind them so much. And big kudos for having McKenna Grace. She's officially on my radar for watching pretty much everything she comes out in.
She wasn't actually Annabelle, though.
No, I never said she was.
No, but you were tapping on Annabelle, so my brain was like, oh.
Do you follow that logic whatsoever? I don't.
I don't follow my own logic.
Oh, we're in trouble, people. She doesn't follow her own logic. We are in a lot of trouble. Moving on, A Time to Kill, with a good assortment of actors here. I've seen this movie one time in my life. I know it's got, Sandra Bullock, Matthew McConaughey, Sam Jackson. I remember liking this movie very much. We got some features on here. We got a trip.
You dropped the movie. What the hell? Did you break it?
No. Trailer. We got a trailer, people. One whole measly fucking trailer. Anyway, yes, I do enjoy this movie. The one time I saw it, I look forward to watching it again. I do recommend it. This is a very interesting drama, in my opinion. Courtroom drama, as I recall. Again, it's been a while. It's been a few years. Now, I am actually a big fan of the AVGN, and I'm also a fan of the other things that he does on his, that James does on his channel, Cinemassacre.com, including James and Mike Mondays. If you've never watched Mike Batey play a video game on YouTube, go check it out. Because I tell you what, this guy, he's fun to watch. Especially when he starts really getting pissed off. It's kind of like
fun watching you play.
I feel like that's an insult.
Nope. I love watching you play your games.
Why?
Well, because it's fun.
You like watching a guy get mad like a 5-year-old?
It's awesome to watch you play. You make them look easy.
Oh, that's the aspect that she likes. Well, for the record, I would like to do live game streams down the road. It's something I've also wanted to do on the channel, so stay tuned for that. That might happen down the road. But this is actually cool. There's a whole bunch of episodes that they cover and a whole bunch of bonus features to go with it. Like, I'll tell you what, from what I understand, James, he packs these Blu-rays full of goodies. Like, he doesn't skip out whatsoever. It's kind of like Kevin Smith in his movies. He does that a lot, too. Okay, so the third movie, starring both Adam Sandler and Miss Drew Barrymore.
I love them together when they play.
They really do have some great chemistry. I mean, if you really want to get down to it, this is the weaker of the three, but it still has some fun moments.
They're good enough friends to have that chemistry.
They really do. There's still some good laugh. I remember watching this with Erica years ago. We laughed our asses off during certain scenes. There were some really funny moments along the way, but not too bad on the features. So I've only seen this one, I think, once, maybe twice. So I think I want to do a Sandler, Drew Barrymore marathon one day and cover that marathon on the channel. I would love to do that. There's only 3. Wedding Singer, 50 First Dates, blended. No, it's just those 3. That's it. As far as, having Drew Barrymore as a leading lady. Just those 3. Okay. I can't wait to rewatch this. This is from our second Fantastic Fest. Bone Lake, really crazy horror movie. Very, very well handled. There is a lot of decent comedy going on with this film.
It makes you not want to go to a B&B.
Amen to that. Seriously. And I apologize. With my camera, I realize I'm using my phone, and now that I'm tilting it, I keep looking dead ahead here, even though the lens is over there. So if it looks like I'm constantly looking back and forth, there's a reason for that, because I'm trying to look at the whole.
Do you need me to go sit back over there?
No, it's fine. I just got to learn how to do it. Got to keep looking. So, but anyway, again, saw this at our second Fantastic Fest. Really fun horror movie. It finally got picked up. It's on Blu-ray. I own it. I can't wait to rewatch it. I've still only seen it the one time, but I really enjoyed it the one time I saw it. Got to meet a couple of the actors. Remember that? We got to meet a couple of the actors at Fantastic Fest afterwards. They were really cool to take a picture with us. They actually encouraged it, so they were really cool about it. Next up, we got The Client, another very, very well done action, I would say action thriller, because there are some thriller type moments in this that I can remember. I've only seen it the one time. Not much for features, but I think this is one of those really good performances by both Susan Sarandon and Tommy Lee Jones, and as I recall, the kid does a pretty good job too. So definitely look forward to watching that again. It's been a few years. Okay.
I can't wait for the rest of those.
We talked about this, and when we talked about all the horror movies that I saw last year, this was one of the more fun ones that we saw. I really enjoyed Clown in the Cornfield.
Yep.
It wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
You need to read the books.
I need to read the books, apparently, but we do have some Special features going on. And I will say this, if you can watch this movie and recognize that they kind of took it from another classic horror film, if you know which horror film they were totally, I would say giving homage to versus ripping off, and I guess that's your own interpretation, then yeah, feel free to leave that in the comments, because it'd be fun to see if anybody else caught it, because I remember watching this movie and just thinking...
He really wants his comments.
I was like, well, of course, but I remember watching and just thinking, oh my god, this is the opening to blah, blah, blah. Or blah. Because it's like a one-word title, but...
Blah, blah, blah,
but anyway.
blah.
Yeah, that's all I hear when you talk is blah, 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 blah. I kid. Oh, okay. Yeah, another Tommy Lee Jones classic. Coal Miner's Daughter with Sissy Spacek. The story of, what is it, Loretta Lynn, I think?
Yep, I think so.
I believe it. Yeah, the true story of Loretta Lynn. I want to say Mom showed this to me when I was younger, but I only saw bits and pieces. I didn't remember that much about it. Watched it when I got older, when I got my Netflix account years ago. Very well done movie, and not as horrific a watch for Sissy Spacek compared to Carrie, which is the only thing I knew her from when I was a kid growing up. So definitely a nice change of pace. Decent amount of features on this one. I recommend. This is a nice classic early 80s movie, I believe it is. I want to say, yeah, I think it came out in 1980. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, now we're going to jump into one of the best movies of last year for me, F1. I'm not a racing fan, and I absolutely freaking love this movie.
And I'm not a very big fan of him, but I enjoyed him in the movie. I'm a Kevin Bacon fan more.
I mean, I'm a Kevin Bacon fan too, both him and his wife Kira, but how the fuck do you not like Brad Pitt?
I didn't say I didn't like him.
Oh,
I just not a big fan of him.
Well,
I'm a Kevin Bacon.
Well, I'm sorry, but the repeat movie viewer is a big fan of Brad Pitt.
Well, good for you.
Yes, good for me. He is he is awesome. Pretty good amount of features. The old man hasn't seen this yet, but I think he'll like it. I thoroughly enjoy this, especially the editing with the racing sequences.
Oh, yeah.
Never once did I ever get confused watching the racing sequences. Not once. So, highly recommended if you've never seen it.
If it got you to watch racing sequences and not be bored, it did something.
And really get into it, too. So, okay, we have a classic from the 80s, Firestarter. Another Drew Barrymore movie. Yeah, we're
Drew.
Yes, Baby Drew. Between this and Cat's Eye. Always like watching Cat's Eye. Only saw this for the first time, I think, within 5-10 years ago. Roughly, I didn't grow up watching this one. Cat's Eye I did, actually.
Baby.
I don't see anything on here about features. She surprisingly got me the regular copy versus the Scream Factory copy.
I think it was because that one was on sale.
I'll take it. I don't care. I mean, it would have been nice if there were features, but I'll still take it.
I can always find you it.
But Repeat Movie Viewer is also a big fan of Drew Barrymore. Love Drew.
Yes.
You ever see Riding in Cars with Boys?
Yes.
If you've never seen it, go check that one out. That's a good one, in my opinion. Okay, one of my favorites from the year 2000.
Oh, yeah.
Frequency. Woo, boy. This is a
good one.
This is one of my favorite movies that deals with, like, time, but not necessarily time travel, per se.
It's like being able to talk to the past.
To a parent in the past. You've got Jim Caviezel, who is a cop in his, like, 30s or whatever, his life isn't exactly that great, and he had an incident where he lost his father when he was younger. His friend pulls out his father's old ham radio. He sets it up, and he's actually able to, because I think it's like the Aurora Borealis or something, is going on while this is happening, allowing him to talk to his father in the past before he ever died.
That's so neat.
That is...
I would love to talk to my dad.
I would love to talk to my mom.
I would love to talk to your mom.
Yeah, I think everybody would want to talk to my mom.
I think so. There would be a line of people.
There would. It would be people getting tickets, buying concessions, waiting in line. I swear to God.
She'd be like, okay, can everybody just stop?
I'm only around for another hour. Come on, give me a break. But Frequency, cannot recommend that sucker enough. If you've never seen it, yeah, go check it out. Not only is it one of the few movies with Jim Caviezel that I do like, because I never watched Passion of the Christ all the way through, only bits and pieces. But Dennis Quaid, one of his best, in my opinion. Okay, now we have a movie that I've to this day, I've never seen.
But now you have it.
But now I have it. Fried Green Tomatoes. There's no excuse. Jessica Tandy. There was so many good movies from back in the 80s that I loved her in. And I didn't even see Driving Miss Daisy until later. But then you also got Kathy Bates, and come on. Ever since I saw Misery, I think that was the first thing I ever saw her in. I'm like, yeah, Kathy Bates is so on my radar for life at this point. Love Kathy Bates. Do we have anything negative to say about Kathy Bates? You better be nice. She might kidnap you and tie you to a bed. She sounded way too goddamn excited for that. Way too goddamn excited for that. I love Kathy Bates, but no, Kathy, no ideas. No.
Nothing as bad as the crazy old lady.
The crazy old lady that we saw at Fantastic Fest this past year. That movie also gave off some Misery vibes. I highly recommend that one. I think it's on Shudder now.
It will be at the end of the month.
At the end of February, Crazy Old Lady on Shudder. This is your free plug. Go check it out when it comes out. I cannot recommend it enough.
Especially if you liked Misery, because this is like Misery's mother.
It's definitely got those vibes, for sure. All right, moving on to a movie. To be fair, I was not the biggest fan of this whole entire trilogy, but I've actually gone back and watched a few scenes from the first movie, and I gotta admit, it makes me laugh more now than it did when I originally saw it. I was never a big fan of The Hangover, but I have gone back, and like I said, I've watched a few scenes on YouTube, and it's funnier than I remember. I think a lot of it just has to do with the Zach Gallo. I can't pronounce his name. I don't like him. I don't like his character at all. He's got like a really long freaking name. Yeah, go ahead and try to pronounce it if you want to. But I mean, there's other people in the film I can get around. Bradley Cooper's in it, so that's pretty awesome. Ed Helms, I think it is, from The Office. I like him as well. And I never memorized the actor's name, but...
Frankus?
Yeah, Gallus something or other. I was never a big fan of his character. But again, I feel like that character is growing on me, and I know there's other stuff that he's in that I need to watch. Like, I think it's The Campaign or something with Will Ferrell.
What's the story about the chicken?
See, it's been so long since I've seen the movie, I don't know. I don't know what the story is.
It's a random chicken on the cover.
But I will say this, that I love about this, there's a lot of bonus features going on here. A lot of stuff up here, then a lot of shit down here. So, there's plenty to go around with this movie. Can't wait to delve into it. Okay, we got a movie from this past year.
That's a good one.
A lot of people didn't like this one, especially the people that I watch on YouTube. But you know what? Jurassic Park Rebirth, I didn't think it was that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
I didn't think it was that bad. And that's because I'm not a fan of the Jurassic World franchise. I mean, I think the first Jurassic Park is pretty good. Lost World is okay. Part 3 is okay. Jurassic World was good. Then everything after that was just kind of, whatever.
It made me to where I felt bad for that poor mutated dinosaur thing.
Yeah, you definitely feel sorry for him because it's basically like the Frankenstein story. He didn't ask to be created. He didn't ask to be on this freaking earth, but of course...
And it was hard for him to even catch his food because his little arms were like, blah. They didn't work.
That's why the T-Rex was so pissed off, because can you imagine trying to catch your food and you're like this the whole fucking time?
Well, he had four of those.
They can't even touch themselves, for Christ's sakes. They can't even... Yeah, think about that. They made fun of that on Family Guy. I didn't make that joke up. I wish I did, but they didn't. So imagine trying to... You can't reach it. It's like... Yeah! Anyway, but honestly, I was not looking forward to this movie, but you know what? I was surprised I actually did enjoy it. And it wasn't just because of Scarlett Johansson. I thought the story wasn't too bad. Some of the characters were memorable, and there was some little bit of decent comedy mixed in throughout the film too.
And there were actual dinosaurs in the dinosaur movie, because some of those Jurassic movies do not even show half dinosaurs in the movie.
Every single one of them show dinosaurs.
Maybe like one or two.
Okay, part 3 probably fits that category. Maybe. But yeah, if you're on the fence about this one, I say give it a go. Who knows? You might actually enjoy it. I was surprised that I actually enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it was the best one. That still goes to the original, but it wasn't too bad. Okay. One of my favorite Jim Carrey comedies of all time. I Can't Lie!
I would love to have a day of that in the world just to see what would happen.
That you couldn't lie?
No, for anybody.
Oh,
I wouldn't have that
she
problem.
would want a certain... She would want a certain somebody to not be able to lie for a whole day. I wonder who that somebody is.
So you do lie to me.
Don't put words in my fucking mouth. Don't put words in my mouth.
No, I would like to see the world where it's a whole day of no one lying. Can you imagine the shit people would say to each other?
You know what? That's an interesting idea. Think about it. It'd be like the reverse idea of like all these movies that are like Whistle, where certain people are affected. Wouldn't it be funny if it was a whole group of people that were affected and couldn't lie? Somebody needs to get on that. That's an idea. That's a funny comedy waiting to be made. I agree. That's a good somebody write that shit. You don't write it, I'll fucking write it. I don't
write
care.
it. Go write.
I have other things to write. Thank you very much. Excuse me.
When?
Right now. I'm working on 2 different things right now, including my idea for a new Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, I wasn't supposed to talk about that. I can edit it out. Yes, I have an idea for that, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, moving on. Liar, Liar.
Pants on Fire.
I freaking love this movie. It's so freaking funny. What can I possibly say about this movie? If you've seen it, you get it, and if you haven't, go check it out. And for those of you that are fans of Jim Carrey, you may or may not know about this. At the very end of the movie, right at the very end of the movie at the airport, there's actually a very quick, you have to really be paying attention cameo by none other than Fire Marshal Bill, Jim Carrey's character from In Living Color. That's a fact. If you look, you'll totally see him in the background. Okay, now I have to address this. Originally, I talked about different movies that I wouldn't mind having because Groove was having a sale around the time of Christmas. She bought me, as you might remember from the first JP's watch list, I talked about the Lost in Space on 4K, but she inadvertently got me Lost in Space on Blu-ray.
Well, now you got them in both.
So now I have 2 copies of this.
The other one was pretty.
The cover looked pretty nice with the robot. Danger, Will Robinson, danger! But I'm going to compare the bonus features. If they're exactly the same, maybe I give her this copy. I haven't checked it yet. God damn, look how quick she tried to grab the movie. No.
Yes.
Where's my bottle of water? I don't think she like. She's giving me the moving finger. If you've seen Big Bang Theory, you totally get that reference. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, and look what happened to the box. It was like that when I got my hands on it. I didn't notice it until I took the plastic off. I didn't drop it or anything.
Oh.
I hate this. I don't like it when Blu-ray boxes break so damn easily. They're
Looks like you need to buy yourself some other Blu-rays.
I agree. I'm gonna have to. But if you really get down to it, I was not the biggest fan of this movie when it came out. I thought it was all right. It just wasn't a personal favorite of last year. Love hurts. But you know what? I gave it the benefit because of him. This guy, Short Round from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, whose name I still have not memorized. Yeah, I'm sorry. Haven't memorized the man's name, and I apologize for it. But you know what? I'm happy that he finally came back to acting. And I just find it funny how he doesn't do anything for 30 plus years? His first movie back, and he wins a fucking Academy Award?
That sounds like,
Hell yeah, bro. Good for you.
Sounds like Frasier, too.
Who?
Brendan Fraser.
Oh,
he did the same thing.
He'd been out of it for a while.
20-something years almost.
He wasn't making those for 20 years?
Almost 20 years.
I don't know if it was... I'd have to do research on that one.
Yes, I will look.
Yeah, go ahead and look that up. But yes, kudos to Brendan Fraser as well. If he sees this, both of you two, big ups to both of you for winning the Academy Award. As a fan, I couldn't be prouder of both of you, for real. But, I mean, this movie wasn't terrible. It has some good action in it, and I think there was some good jokes. But some parts of the movie just did not land for me personally. But that's just me. But she bought it for me, and I will watch it again and, maybe do a secondary review. I think I only saw it the one time, if I remember correctly. I had intended on watching it a second time, but just didn't have time. Okay, here we go with another movie I have, to this day, never seen. Moonstruck, with both Cher and Nicolas Cage. I've been told this is a classic, and from some scenes that I've caught over the years, It does look like an interesting movie, and besides, I am a big fan of Nicolas Cage anyway, and I've seen at least 1 or 2 movies with Cher in it, especially Mask from way back in the day. Way back in the day. I need to watch that one again, but when I do watch we does have some decent features on it. Oh, I didn't even talk about the features for Love Hurts. There you go.
With reports indicating a roughly 10 to 15 year period.
That sounds more accurate. 10 to 15 sounds more accurate. So good for Brendan for coming back. And they're making us another Mummy film. After all these years, I'm skeptical but excited at the same time. Yeah. So, but when I do eventually cover this, I will probably do a initial viewing on the channel. More than likely I will. I'll do that for all the movies in my collection that I've never seen before. Including this one that I don't know anything about. The Mortuary Collection. It's an anthology. Anybody who knows me, I'm a big fan of anthology movies. Not all anthologies are created equal, but just the concept really intrigues the hell out of me.
So that's why I bought it.
But I know absolutely nothing about this movie. It does have a pretty good assortment of features. I'm not even going to watch a trailer. When I eventually watch it, I will just jump right in.
Yes. I like to get you things out of the box.
Well, it's
out of your box.
It's in the box.
Out of your box.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Things you're used to.
Okay. Funny story about this. Next Friday. This came out, I want to say, January of 2000, while I was working at the theater. This is the only movie in recorded history in my life, decent features, the only movie in my life that I ever saw for the first time, or saw 3 times the first day it came out. I'll never forget this. I went in to go watch it for the second...
What year was that?
2000. That's when it came out. And that's because I didn't even know it was coming out. I was working the theater, and I never saw a single trailer for this movie. Not one. The only reason I even knew that it was coming out, there was a store that I passed by one day on the way to school, and there was a thing outside talking about the next Friday soundtrack, and I was like, when did they make a next Friday? When did that happen? And literally it was going to come out like 2 weeks later.
And you saw it 4 times.
3.
Oh, 3.
I saw the second showing of the day, and I loved it so much, I laughed my ass off the first time that I went ahead and watched the second showing as well. Working at the theater does have its perks. You get to watch movies for free, and nobody stopped me anyway because I practically lived at the fucking place. Yes, and then I went and told her and our friend Sergio, we were all hanging out a lot back then, told them about the movie. We went and watched the final show of the day. So that was 3 times I saw it Next Friday. Haven't seen it in a while, but quite frankly, there's still plenty of scenes I have memorized after all these years. So there you go. All right, next up, one of my favorites, one of my favorite rom-coms of all time, if you want to call it that. It is a romantic. I think it's more of a romance than it is a comedy. But I personally, some of the dialogue in this film does make me laugh between these 2 characters. I know, seriously, dude, The Notebook. You know what? Yes, The Notebook is a good fucking movie. Okay, I love this movie. I love these 2 actors. I really do. Especially, go watch her in Send Help. If you didn't see my review on the channel, go see her in Send Help. I can't recommend that enough. But you know what? I like him too. Ryan Gosling, he's a lot of fun. So, decent amount of features on this. Yeah, if you're not into romance movies, this probably is not your cup of tea. But personally, I haven't seen this movie in years, but I still remember so many scenes. I can still quote different stuff from the movie. So, definitely look forward to watching it again after all the years that I haven't gone back and rewatched it. Next up, one of my absolute favorite comedies of all time. The original, not the remake. I've never seen the remake. Overboard. With Goldie Hawn and Mr. Kurt Russell.
Overboard.
Love Overboard. Overboard is so freaking funny. This is one of those movies that it's like The Shawshank Redemption or like Empire Strikes Back, where if it's on TV and I happen to see it, like if I go in the living room and the old man's watching any one of those films, I will stop and I will watch it. I don't care what scene it's on. I don't care. I will sit and I will watch it. That's how much I enjoy this film. Yes. If you've never seen the original Overboard, man, do yourself a favor. Go check it out. It is so damn funny. So funny. Well, had to make a little bit of a cut. We ran out of memory. We've done a lot of recording today. So let's move on. Next up, not your typical movie, but I gotta admit I'm very thankful that I have this now. The Peanuts Ultimate TV Collection. Special collection, I should say. I didn't know there were this many TV specials. Like, fudge. There's like so many of them that I've been watching ever since I was a kid. You know, you got Charlie Brown Christmas, Thanksgiving, Great Pumpkin, She's a Good Skate, Flash Beagle. But I didn't know there were this many. Like, this is freaking awesome. I actually will go ahead and show this off. Even has a little booklet that tells you which episode is which. I mean, damn. That's the
one my daughter picked for you.
Thank you. I'll tell you what, I would love to one day just go through every last one of these. It's going to take a little while. I really do. Might even do like a little ranking of all the episodes, because there's a couple I've seen that are not the best, but for the most part, I've always been a big Peanuts fan, so can't wait to go through that. Now, next up we have a movie that did come out when I was at the theater, my first summer of 98, and I haven't seen it probably in a better part of about 10 years.
What movie?
Pleasantville. You ever see Pleasantville?
I was working there when it came out.
But do you remember the movie?
Vaguely. Yeah,
Vaguely.
It's when things were black and white and then they turned color at some point.
Yeah, that's essentially what the movie's about. You got Tobey Maguire's a big fan of this TV show called Pleasantville, and both him and his sister get pulled into the TV, and all of a sudden they're living this TV show world. And their actions start to influence the way the town looks and whatnot throughout the film. So, a lot of fun. One of the better movies with Reese Witherspoon, in my opinion. Always forget that she's in it, to be honest with you. All right, we only have a few more to go. We're almost through the whole Christmas haul, like all of the Christmas haul. Then I'll eventually make a video about last year's Christmas. There's a lot, people. There's a lot. Pray for me. Anyway, next up, actually a movie that I do have on DVD, but I thought I wouldn't mind upgrading it to Blu-ray, and that's Queen of the Damned. I already know from other people who've actually read the Anne Rice novel that this is not very close to the book. It's very different in a lot of ways. And a lot of people say they prefer not Brad Pitt. Oh my God. Lestat in the original Interview with the Vampire. Tom Cruise. A lot of people prefer Tom Cruise's Lestat, which I agree. He's more fun. This one, he's a lot more cool, calm, and subdued. But I do like this version as well. I like the different dynamic of the character. But otherwise, the best thing about this movie, aside from some of the scenes, the soundtrack. One of the best movie soundtracks of all time. My ex would totally agree. I have this soundtrack on CD. Listen to it religiously. Great freaking soundtrack. Love it to death. Another movie I upgraded from DVD to Blu-ray, and that's Red Dragon. I dare say I think I enjoyed this one more than Silence of the Lambs. And that's a bold statement, but between Sir Anthony Hopkins and Edward Norton, I think that's a good combination, in my opinion. He plays a different character from the Clarice character, where she kind of put up with a lot of his crap, but Edward Norton's character, he don't put up with Hannibal Lecter's bullshit whatsoever. So it's a nice little cat and mouse dynamic between him and Norton's character. Not to mention Ralph Fiennes gives a great performance in this as well. So if you haven't seen it, I do recommend it. I think it's my favorite of all the Hannibal films. 3 more to go, and we're finally done with Christmas. One of the best movies of the summer.
Yes.
Up for a bunch of Academy Awards as well. Sinners. I can't wait to see how many awards this movie potentially wins. Got Michael B. Jordan playing a pair of brothers. Essentially, well, you know what? This movie kind of reminds me a little bit of the way From Dusk Till Dawn plays out, where you just got a pair of brothers. They're just trying to turn this random house in the middle of nowhere into this fun palace for a bunch of people where they can go dance and drink and have some food and whatnot. And then so far into the movie, they get visited by a bunch of vampires. Yeah. If you haven't seen Sinners, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. One of the best of last year, in my opinion. Now we got a classic from the 80s that I've only seen one time.
Wow.
War Games. Very interesting story. You got Matthew Broderick, who's friends with Ali Sheedy. Apparently, he's like a computer whiz. Again, I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm a little bit sketchy on the details. But as I recall, he's like a computer whiz, manages to hack into a government program and starts playing with this computer and almost inadvertently starts World War III. Wow. Pretty crazy, right? And you know what? I just realized the past few movies I did not display any bonus features. This one doesn't look too bad. Sinners, decent amount going on here. You know what? Look at Red Dragon. Look at all this. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of individual stuff. I can't wait to jump into that. And I'm surprised. Queen of the Damned actually has a pretty good assortment of stuff.
I try to find you the ones with features.
Oh, yeah. I will literally go out of my way whenever I buy movies. Like if I see something on Screen Factory I want to watch and they don't show the features, I'll look it up on Amazon and try to see the back of the box. Just to see what kind of features are going on. Pretty decent amount for Pleasantville, too. So, I don't think the Peanuts one has any, but I'll look into that down the road. Okay. Last but damn certainly not least.
Good one.
Interesting story about this one. We had an opportunity, not this last year, but the one before that, to watch this movie at Fantastic Fest. I initially passed on it because I thought, well, it's literally coming out right when the festival is over. My mentality is if we're going to be a Fantastic Fest, we kind of want to concentrate, for the most part, on movies that are brand new that we may not have the opportunity to watch anytime soon. So I thought, well, it comes out in a few days. What's the point? I'm kind of regretting it because this ended up being one of my favorite movies of, 2024?
Very good.
This is a really, really good movie. Like one of the best animated features I've ever seen. And I've been watching animated films since I was like 3 years old. That's saying a lot, let me tell you. So pretty decent assortment of features. I feel like anybody, not just mothers, but anybody who's a parent could really get behind this movie. And it could really tug at your heartstrings. Highly recommend this one. Very much highly recommend. Wow.
You finished.
We're done.
For that one.
Here, pretend like there's a bunch of fireworks and confetti just flying out everywhere.
There you go. Just like that?
Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Just pretend.
Different colors.
Use your imagination, kids. Use your imaginations. Well, I'm going to end this video by saying thank you.
You're very welcome, my love.
I think you went a little bit overboard, but thank you so very much. It'll take me, most of these movies I have seen before, but typically the way it goes, whenever I get movies in my collection, I make it a point to watch the movie and the features. Even if I've seen the movie before, it's like, what's the point of having the physical copy if you're never going to watch the actual film? And some of these I haven't seen in so freaking long. I can't wait to watch them again. So there we go. Episode 3 of JP's Watchlist is in the chamber. I think we might hold back a little bit on this for a little while, just so I can concentrate on more podcasting and more videos that I already have that I need to edit. But there will be more of these going forward.
Yeah.
There's a lot going around up here, as I've said before. There's plenty for me to cover. Expect there will be more episodes as the year goes on.
I'm sure.
Any last words you want to share? Anything?
I can't wait for your birthday.
Yeah, because I already covered Valentine's Day. That was episode 2 for those of you that have watched it. So, well, that's going to do it for this episode of JP's Watch List. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it if you did get to the end. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. There will, like I said, there's going to be more of these. There's plenty to go around. And anything you want to talk about with any of these movies, any comments you want to share, hey, give me some feedback. Even if you want to give me a thumbs down, I'll take whatever I can get at this point.
He just wants people to talk to him.
I want people to acknowledge that they do or don't like what I'm doing. That's all. There's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. If you give me a thumbs down, that tells me, oh, you didn't like it. I got to do better.
But why?
Well, that's why you leave a comment if you don't like it. But if you're going to leave a negative comment, something you didn't like, at least be sensible. You know, don't hate for the sake of hating. At least give me a reason why you didn't like it. At least give me that much courtesy. But I might have to edit that out. You hear a cough in the background.
Kind of.
Anyway, everybody, thanks again for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Please take care of yourselves. Please be safe. Don't forget to have fun. Just not too much fun.
Maybe.
Between my opening and my ending, she keeps messing them up. And I guarantee she's doing it on purpose.
Yep.
See y'all later. Bye.